Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're watching from. I'm AmaltheaAoiSi. Welcome to my Tuesday early stream, where instead of Atelier Ryza 3, I'm going to play some Dragon Quest Builders 2, as requested by a dear. Plus, it's a fun game. I really like it. If you're wondering what Dragon Quest Builders is like, think Minecraft, but with story. So better. In my book, I need a story. I need a goal. Now, I know like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. You're welcome, everyone. Huh? Yeah. I know a while ago, I did a comparison where I played a little bit of Dragon Quest Builders 2 and a little bit of Dragon Quest Builders 1 to go over the differences between the two games. And there are quite a few differences. 2 definitely was a major step up from the first one. Chibi, yeah, always Chibi for family-friendly games. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Of course, it is a Dragon Quest game, which means it's Toriyama's art, characters, and, as it said, designer of the characters. And if you're curious why it's got some kind of orchestral song, all Dragon Quest games have a cute little orchestral song. See, you smash everything with a hammer. I love their music. Me too. Oh, and the reason it's got a female pro-tag in most of these seats is I believe I made a female character last time. So if your latest character is male, there's a boy where that girl is. Bum, bum, bum. Smash 'em. Bum, 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 bum. I thought 2 had multiplayer. 2 has multiplayer when you've beaten the game and you unlock your personal island. You can go to each other's islands. What my builder bonus? A throne. To receive your bonus content, please continue an existing game or start a new one. Do not turn off the system while the game is loading. Okay. We're going to start a new game. Because, like it says, I completed the game. So this one is complete. Because it says Buildertopia. Buildertopia is where you can have your secondary players come over. Yeah, it's kind of not as multiplayer friendly as Minecraft. All right, we're gonna go with a little boy this time. Hair. I can't go with the blonde. Makes me look like a Super Saiyan. I'll give him red hair. Glad you're playing it that. Yep. Do you little boogeyman? We'll go blue eyes. Super Saiyan. I don't want to be a Super Saiyan. Okay. Oh, not that. Damn it. All right. You can change your character's appearance, gender, and name once you reach a certain point in the game. Completely. Let's go, little duder. You can now adjust the game settings. Once you're happy, select confirm to save your changes and start the game. You'll be able to change these settings later. We want to be over 9,000. No, I don't want to be a Super Saiyan. I don't think I'm going to mess with any of these, but there's all the settings. Bum, 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 bum. Put that at half speed. Put the music down a little. Choose the transparency level 1. Note that will be fixed at low when you play through the main scenario. Okay. All right. Are you happy with these settings? Yes. Yes, I'm happy with the settings. I mean, the story concept for this one is really cool since it's kind of a continuation over the last one. Oh, yeah, I have all the DLC packages. Yay, we can make an aquarium and throw fish into it. You'll be able to use your downloaded content once you've progressed to a certain point in the game. Yep. Venture forth, my children, and destroy all before you. All the DLC. 100% all the DLCs. This game was awesome. Why wouldn't I want all the DLC for it? Thus decreed the great and glorious High Priest Hargon, and lo, his minions of mayhem did march out, rank upon rank, to ravage the land and strike fear into human hearts. Our unholy father then gave up his mortal form so that Malroth, the master of destruction, might be reborn and the world be consumed by catastrophe. Alas, mighty Malroth was defeated at the hands of the despicable spawn of Erdrick before Hargon's glorious vision could be brought to life. Basically, this is summing up Dragon Quest Builders 1. Yeah. We beatied him. Nah. The moon has waxed and waned many times since that fateful day. Now peace reigns supreme, and our order has been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Tell me, brothers and sisters, what does a monster do when backed into a corner? It bites. I say we must do everything and anything within our power to bring this world to ruin. Huzzah! Huzzah! All hail Hargon! Praise be to Malroth! Oh, hellish Father, hear our prayers. Deliver us from this world of oblivion. Lead us ever onwards as we build your dominion of darkness together. The graphics look so much better, or is it just me? The graphics are 100% much better than Dragon Quest 1. Like, I did not like Dragon Quest 1 the first time I played it, but then I tried 2, and I fell in love with 2. It was so much prettier. It explains things so much better. The tutorial's a little more interactive. Characters are more fun. And then when I went back to play Dragon Quest Builders 1, and I didn't mind it as much. So playing them in reverse order, if you've never played one before, is a good thing. Dragon Quest Builders 2 starts now. Makina. You are the hero who will save this world. Arise, my child, your destiny awaits. Look on your face. I was only ribbing you, my child. You're no hero. I know that much. You're one of them builders, right? Yeah. You want to watch that mouth of yours, boy? Telling the truth might land you with more than you bargained for. Still, at least you're not a master builder. You might only be an apprentice, but that'll do. I've actually got just the job for a lad like you. Once you've wiped the sleep from your sockets, come and meet me up on deck. All right, get a move on. You use the Joy-Cons to move the character and the camera. So left character, right camera, circle jump. No response, it's just a skeleton. Peeks into the pot. Ooh, whiff, that's what a pong. This must be the toilet. It looks like it hasn't been emptied for a very long time. I just stuck my nose in the toilet. Builder, I have something to tell you. Did you know that you can run by holding R1 while you move around with the L? I'm sure the extra speed will come in handy. But take care near high ledges or you'll meet your maker sooner rather than later. Whee! Of course he does the anime run. Whee! Ah, the builder! Tell me, boy, do the children of Hargon frighten you? Do you wish to flee from this floating coffin? These waters are cursed. Strange voices carry across the waves, and many a vessel has vanished into vapor. The crew victims to an unknown fate. Now are you scared? Not as scared as I am. I assure you, I'll be off this death trap at the first opportunity. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hello. I couldn't help but overhear you hobnobbing with that dreadful dead knot. So you're an apprentice builder, are you? I was going to ask if you'd come up with a plan to get us off this ship, but you're far too much of a rank amateur to figure something like that out. Oh, why in the goddess's name did I ever become a builder? If I'd have been a farmer or a miner instead, I'd never have been left to rot in the stinking cell. We thought the children of Hargon were all but vanquished, that they were running scared. How did they ever turn the tables on us like this? Those two crybabies back there. Not the right key. Okay, I gotta go upstairs. All right, time to work for the bad guys. Stairs are no match for you, I see. You just can't keep a good lie down. Now, as you'll no doubt have spotted, we're sailing on the open ocean. We've got no chance of escaping, so don't even bother trying. Not that you'd get very far. Anyway, you're nothing but skin and bones. Here, get this down your gullet. It's fresh from the captain's stable, which is where I sit, by the way. Got some kelp. Makiel can't remember when he last ate. The thought of food makes his stomach start to rumble. Edible essentials. Believe it or not, that kelp can be eaten. Select it with the left and right arrows and press square to eat it. Doing so will refill your fullness gauge and replenish some health. Yes, you have to remember to eat in this game. Down in one. That kelp's pretty tasty, isn't it? The pungent aroma and slimy texture make for a spine-tingling combination. Yeah, ew. Like eating a snake. Worm. Yuck. You should thank your lucky stars you got to scoff such a scrumptious snack, because it'll be the last meal you ever eat. Yep, you heard me right. You'll be dead soon enough. But don't worry. You won't be shuffling off this mortal coil just yet. I got plenty of hard graft for you to be getting on with first. You can wipe that lily-livered look off your face. I'm not going to send you to the cemetery anytime soon. So long as you've got some life left in you, I'll give you a chance to keep hold of it. But you'll have to follow my orders to the letter. What's that? You want to know who we are and what you're doing here? If you're that desperate to find out how far up the creek you are without a paddle, I might add, go and talk to those 5 monsters beneath the flag over there. Hello, Ghoulman. We're the last surviving members of the Children of Hargon, the ones who didn't get squished. We're going to bring this world to its knees, all in the name of the great and glorious High Priest. What's with all the slurping? I'm just salivating at the prospect of squashing you Goomans once and for all. Slurp, 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 slurp. Yeah, yeah. Look, these sheep keep swaying from side to side. I feel a bit seasick. What's that? You want to know where we're sailing to? I haven't the foggiest. The higher-ups would never tell stuff like that to a lowly little drafty. Well, if it isn't the Mother Builder, you're only apprentice, but you're practicing around, prancing around like you own the place. Yeah. Honestly, you can't go anywhere that the days without bumping into an intolerant little builder. I'm not going to read it the way it's written. I can't do that. Hell-bent on undoing all of your hard work. He talks like that because his tongue's sticking out. Yeah, no, I can't do that. The world's going down the pan. That's for sure. Our only choice is to eliminate bothersome builders like you one and by one. Cree-hee-hee. You're that apprentice builder that we nabbed in Catlin, aren't you? Tongue twister. 100% tongue twister. Like, I must admit. Yeah, I can't talk with my tongue out. Yuck. I feel a pang of sympathy for you. It's not very nice to know that your end is nigh. Middenhall, Cannock, Moonbrook. From forth these three kingdoms did come the hated heroes, the scions of Erdic, and laid almighty Hargon low. With his dying breath, our exalted leader surrendered his mortal form, so that Malroth, the Lord of Destruction, could be born. Alas, he too was vanquished. But does that mean all hope is lost? No, I say. Hargon's ambitions did not perish with him. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day we will reduce this world to ruin. Don't fall through the hole. Kiki. So you talk to the rest of the crew, eh? Obedient little blighter, aren't you? So now you know. We're the last survivors of the children of Hargon, loyal servants of the mighty master of destruction himself. That means you builders are our sworn enemies. We're sailing the ocean blue, rounding up pesky vermin like you, along with anyone else who gets in our way. You want to know what we're going to do with all these builders? Oh, build a bigger builder. Only the higher-ups know for sure, but I'll make no bones about it. I reckon you lot are up for the chop. Still, that doesn't mean we can't make the most of what little time you've got left. Just be thankful you can be of some benefit as your final moments draw ever closer. See, like I said, this is a much better tutorial. Listen up, builder, unless you want to spend the rest of your life behind bars or worse. You'll do as I say. So here's the deal. Last night's storm messed up my ship good and proper. I want you to make things ship-shape around here again. To start with, I want you to break up all of the driftwood strewn about the deck and bring the wood when you're done. Go on, chop chop. Gotta punch it. And story is good. It is. It's hilarious. I love this guy. These guys come back later. Don't fall down the hole. Alright. That was everything. Well, my deck looks pretty much better shape now. You've picked up all that wood. No flies on you, eh? Still, I suppose, being given the chance to save your sorry skin will tend to give you a kick up the cockney. Yeah, batute. You want to know why I'm giving you this chance? Truth is, as a sworn servant of the Master of Destruction, I'm not supposed to fraternize with your kind. But considering the state of my ship, I've got no other choice. Anyway, it's not like you're a proper builder. You're only an apprentice at the end of the day. So I'm sure it's fine. He wouldn't forsake me for a little thing like this, right? Anyway, I think we've chewed the fat long enough. If you want to cling on to your life for a little longer, I suggest you continue working like the dutiful little builder you are. Just remember, you can get all sorts of useful material by smashing things up. Just be careful with that. What you bash doesn't bash you back. Yeah, don't hit things that are going to hit back. You're an odd one. Since the moment I let you out of that cell, you've been scurrying about my deck chatting with my crew without a care in the world. If anything, I'd wager you were actually enjoying this. There must be something wrong with you. I can't explain it any other way. I mean, why else would you wear that dopey grin on your dopey mush? Faced with the same fate, most prisoners would be scared witless, but not you. Nope. See, I'm indifferent looking. You what? You always look like that when someone's got a job for you? It seems like you aren't scared of us at all. I better keep you busy or who knows what you might try and pull. Luckily, there's plenty for you to do. Okay, he's gonna have us fix the deck. Hello, sir. I've been watching you, builder. I saw you scrabble and greedily pocketing all the wood you could find. Raging tempest that struck last night washed all of our navigation lights overboard. But such things can be rebuilt, can they not? To wit, I wish for you to use the wood you collected to make some new torches. Do you see that worn-out workbench over there? Use it. I believe you will need this oil to craft them. Once you have the torches, you must put them back in their proper position. The 5 blocks will be your sign. Yep. Okay. Torches on black blocks. Got it. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Ba ba da ba. Torches can be placed on top of other blocks. Select the item and then press square. Boom. 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 Ta-da! Torches are ready, sir. See if you've done exactly as I asked. The guiding flames burn brightly as before. For ships such as ours, they could do with being a touch more sinister. If I do say so myself, but I shan't complain. The deck is illuminated once more. I must say, your propensity to create unsettles me. Not that it matters. You will soon outlive your usefulness. I mean, the funny part about this whole intro part is there's supposedly a religion that is against builders, but they need a builder to fix their ship. Well, if it isn't the so-called builder, anyone think you own the place the way you're scuttling about? Yep, give me a job. Running errands? Alright, tell you what. You can help me relieve the boredom of being stuck on this good-for-nothing ship. As long as you're not afraid to put your life on the line. Truth is, I've always wondered whether builders can fight. Time to get my fighting tutorial. Key. Alright, better put them dukes up. Warn you, though, that skeleton soldier's a proper head case. Come and find me after the fight's finished if you can still walk. Victory! Well, you're a better boxer than you look, I'll give you that. Is the fighting and everything the same as the first one? Kinda. Most of the controls are the same. This is just making it easier to figure it out. It's been a while since I played the first one on how your gear works. Oh, I'm all stuffy nosed. Oi. Still stuffy nosed. But that's better. Oh, like you don't have a future to speak of. Kiki. All right, be off. So, Da, 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 da. I'm not at a point where it'll let me... da, da, da. Which, by the way, you can do first person point of view if you really want to. You go into the menu yet. But like a cow's cadaver. Yeah. What's that? You would have smashed him to smithereens if you'd have had a weapon. How likely story. You going to bash him upside the skull with one of them torches you're such a whiz at whipping up? Don't make me laugh. Huh? What's that book you've got there? Ba-ba! New recipe. I made a weapon. Don't just stand there smirking. Tell me what's so funny. You what? You just worked out how to make a weapon? Yeah, a stick. Well, I never. Are you telling me that builders can invent things as well as make them? Well, don't just stand around looking groomless. Put your money where your mouth is and make this cipher a stick then. Okay. And one more thing. Once you've made it, don't forget to equip it. A weapon's no use otherwise. Alright, when you acquire a new weapon, select it and you can press the square to wield it. Try equipping it to deal some extra damage. Boom! Now I got a stick to hit him with. The boy genius returns. Cypher stick in hand. Now you really look the part. What do you say? Fancy another crack at that old bag of bones? Yeah. That's the spirit. I want to watch that rotter try and put himself back together. Victory! Ugh, a bone-crushing defeat. I don't know if I can pick myself up after this one. Go on then, lad. Go and brag about beating me to the bosom. Yeah. Well, you certainly gave that bag of bones a good hiding. Just look at the state of him. The only thing he's good for now is feeding a dog. Poor guy. You what? You feel a bit sorry for him? That's a new one. I'll wager no human ever shed a tear for a monster before. Just don't think you can butter me up and tickle me at my funny bone. Thanks for that. I've entertained him by beating the crap out of his buddy. And I now have a weapon. They shouldn't harm me. Your turn, sir. What do you want? My, you have been a busy little boy. First you made those torches, and now a stick. But one can hardly call oneself a builder without one's tools of the trade. Where are yours, builder? Do you even have any? No. Alas, not. Other than that simple cipher stick, you haven't a single tool upon your person. Such a shame. Well, I think we had ought to do something about that. Confiscated this pair of gloves from the builder in the brig below deck. Now they're yours. With these equipped, you'll be capable of hoisting up a whole host of objects. So the gloves let me pick up, the hammer makes me smash. So without further ado, take your newfound gloves and gather up all the barrels. New tool. Pick stuff up and plunk it down. R2 for picking it up. And triangle rotates it. So R2, rotate. Down. Boop boop ba doop boop 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 ba doop boop 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 ba 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 da ba ba ba. Two more barrels to get. Where are they? There they are. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba ba ba. I think the one thing I really like that's different between this one and this first one is how easy it is to stack things. Oh, and you can make multi-leveled houses. I was under the impression that the youth of today were nothing but a swarm of work-shy wastrels. Yeah. I'm not a work-shy wastrel. Alas, no matter the blood, sweat, and tears you shed in servitude, you'll always be a builder, the eternal enemy of our exalted order. I fear your time among us will be but short. Your fate is not for me to decide. That is the captain's responsibilities. Build more towers. Oh, yeah, I can build towers. I can build hotels. I can build apartment buildings. The amount of stuff you can build in this one is awesome. And one of the DLCs lets you build aquariums so that the fish that you catch, you can throw them in an aquarium. I'll probably show you my big aquarium on my finished game. I took a pyramid and I turned it into a giant aquarium that you can walk through. Yeah, I'm working my fingers to the bone for you, sir. I'm a proper weirdo. I will take that as a title. Proper weirdo. Though I won't be satisfied until I hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. You enjoy building things? Yes. Yeah, of course you do. It's what gets you out of bed in the mornings. I can tell from the look on your fleshy face. You've got all the makings of a master crafter. And that's why we can't let you live. Yeah, you're gonna let me live. Well, what with you builders being your mortal enemy and everything, I can't exactly have you running bow to stern building like Billy O now, can I? I'm sorry to say, kid, but I'm going to have to sever that smiling skull from your shoulders right now. Huh? Just tickling your ribs. Don't look so scared. I'm not really going to lop your noggin off. Yeah, after all, I wouldn't want to lose a willing worker like you. I reckon you've got what it takes to be a cracking little cabin boy. And what's more, I like the cut of your jib. What do you say, laddie? Will you join my skeleton crew? You don't have to say anything. I can tell you're too overwhelmed with joy to thank me now. Actually, there's something else I've been meaning to ask you. What's that big book you're lugging around? I've never seen anything like it before. It's raining, sir. You'll have to tell me later, laddie. Looks like there's another storm rolling in. Ah, an apprentice builder. You will do nicely. I can't click that away. You have to wait for that to go away. This is your world to create and yours to destroy. Now come to me, my child. Oi, cloth ears! What are you gawking at? Didn't you hear me? Told you to get your fleshy rump below deck and into the hold. It's far too dangerous up here for a landlubber like you. Wow, what the heck's going on? We crashing. That's what. Captain, come to the hold quickly. We're in deep goo-goo down here. Blimey, I don't like the sound of this. Hold tight. I'm on my way. You are right there, builder. But I can't be stopping to help some human. I've got to get to the hold. Argon, preserve us. This is bad. This is really bad. Hey, builder, get your bony backside in here pronto. I need your help. Here we go. It's flooding. Over here, builder. Huh. What took you so long, eh? I've got bad news, builder. We've been swept right into a reef and a rock's gone clean through the hull. If we don't fix this fast, we'll be heading down to Davy Jones's locker. Yep. Pick up the crates, plug the hole. More holes. That was a closer shave than I'd like, but you did it. You saved my... Oh, throw me a bone, not more holes. We're drinking no more water. You got to do something. Use some more crates. Plug up them holes. Whoa. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. You're a lifesaver, builder. Or, no, I owe you one. But our running with that rock has made minced meat of my hull. Next wave that hits us could, sink us? I knew it. It's a race against time, builder. Cram some more crates into those holes and hurry. Gotta plug them all. Boat holes. By the way, if you ever have a sinking boat, this is not the way to fix your sinking boat. But it's what works now. Holes plugged, sir. Short up my ship good and proper, builder. I don't know where we'd be without you. Let them sink. They're about to sink. She'll hold for now, but who knows how much longer. Oh, throw me a bone. We're done for. Holy moly. Look at that one. We don't have any crates big enough to plug up a hole that size. Don't forget me. There they go. They sunk. Yeah, and say it's an intro where I now turned on the game. Like I said, the boy or girl changes depending on what your character is, which is really cool. I like the fact that your character becomes the character on that opening sequence. Except for your hair color and stuff. Bum, 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 bum. And I do like the fact that that other character becomes like a promo character. You can also move people from island to island. So, what we're about to build is our main base island, and then like in Dragon Quest Builders 1, you would go to different maps and do different side quests there. Same thing happens here, but you still have your home base that you eventually return to, and you can move people to that home base. So if you need gardening, and here's the thing, gardening is a requirement because the people need food, they need bathrooms, they need showers, they need bedrooms. Took long. The first one never got a long tutorial. It didn't. It just kind of threw you in and said, here, start building for no apparent reason. This gave me a story with a tutorial, and now I know the basics of what I'm doing. And it sets up what the world is, what the story is, and yeah, I like it so much better than Dragon Quest Builder 1 for that purpose alone. In the first one, I didn't really get into the story because you're just kind of going from map to map. This, I'm into the story. I have awoken on a sandy shore. It seems he was washed up on a desert island along with the wreckage of the skeleton ship. Like I said, that skeleton and his crew will be back later, like at the end of the game. He decides to take a look around to see what he can see. And get supplies while I'm at it, because I'm at 47% hunger meter. Okay, so I also like the fact that you got photo mode and everything pops up like that. Okay, so a big change from the first one is your equipment has its own spot there where it says equipment. So it doesn't take up your inventory slot. You have equipment unless you have an extra one hanging around. It also doesn't wear down like the original one did, where you were going through so many hammers and whatnot at the beginning because you had to keep making them. You also have a slot for your weapon, your shield, and your clothing / armor. So all of that doesn't take up space up here. You have your Builderpedia, which of course is going to be all of the items, monsters you come across, different types of buildings you build. I went through so much hammers. It's so true, right? Like the first thing you build is like 1,000,000 hammers in the first one. These are build recipes that you were given. So yeah, you have recipes, items, monsters, rooms, and blueprints. Once you have a blueprint, like you play through the story mode, and like I mentioned, I turned the pyramid, which is a blueprint you get on one of the story parts. You can build that on your mainland, this place, and you can turn it into what you want. So instead of having everything break down, what you have instead is your hunger meter, which makes you have to eat. Suddenly, Makiel hears a voice. There's nothing here. The whole place is deserted. Where is this place anyway? How did I even get here? The voice seems to be coming from the other side of the rocky outcrop. Makina might be able to dig through the sand to get to the other side. Boo-ba-doo-boo-boo-ba-doo. I also like the fact that you can eventually break these things down and put them in your own place. Love this game so much, and hearing what you just said, I have to ask, do you plan to do free building when the game tutorial ends? Oh yeah. I can actually show you guys my free build island that I do have. Because I've already beaten this game a long time ago. It was requested for me to play this on stream. I haven't platinumed it. I platinumed the first one though. But I will play this game all the way through the end of the story and have a free build place. Once it gets to free build, it'll probably become a every now and then location. Maybe I'll take requests for what to build. Alright. Ah, thank you for the follow. Yeah, my favorite part of my free build island, I took the pyramid you make later and I turned it into a walk-through aquarium, kind of like the Georgia aquarium. Okay, there he is. The sky is such a strange color. Have I died and gone to heaven or hell, more likely? Huh? What was that noise? Hey, Spiky! Who the heck are you? Also, I love the side guy. I love him. Hello, the Vegeta of this game. Finally, a live one! Say, you wouldn't happen to know how we wound up here, would you? I'll try not to backseat. Oh, you can backseat with this game. Like I said, I've beaten it already. It's just, it's been a long time. And yeah, if you guys have suggestions on builds, let me know. Because that can come in handy. I think when I beat this game, I played it straight for like a week. With very little sleep. It was before I was streaming. You're on a ship that sank and then you woke up on this beach. So how come you didn't cark it too? What's your story? Your name's Makina and you're an apprentice builder. Huh? Never heard of one of them before. Congratulations, I guess. Anyway, my name's Malroth. That name should sound familiar, y'all. Hey, you want to see something really gruesome? Follow me. What's the matter? You're not squeamish, are you? Come on, you won't be disappointed. Yeah, so that's Malroth. You know, the guy they said was summoned and defeated, aka the end of Dragon Quest Builder 1. And here he is just running around here. Okay, but it's early days, so I'll zip it for now. Okay. Now that's what I call dead in the water. R.I.P. little people, except for that lady. Bet you've never seen anything like this before. He took me forever to fight, right? And now he's running around as our buddy. I think the story, when it comes to him and his story arc through this whole game, is what makes the game amazing story-wise. Because you're a builder, he's Malroth, like literally Malroth. You know he's evil if you've played the first game. And if you paid attention to the story, that the priest was telling to the other, the slimes and whatnot on the ship. So why is he walking around here? Huh, what's that? You don't remember seeing me on board? But if I wasn't on your ship, then how did I... What the... Hey, that girl isn't dead after all. She sounds like she's in a pretty bad way. And I hated this girl at first. She's so needy. We should do the right thing and put her out of her misery. No? There's the hint you get that he's actually kind of evil. You know, maybe picking her up out of the water that was over her mouth. Where am I? How did I get here? You're pirates, aren't you? Filthy freebooting brigands who shall take me captive and demand a ransom for my safe return. Wait. There she goes. She's got a mouth on her, hasn't she? Only one way to make sure she shuts up for good. Mind if I do the honors? You were not killing her. No response, just a corpse. Wave breaks on the shore and washes the body out to sea. No response, just a corpse. Bye, slime. Yo, dumpling! Welcome to the stream. She sounds needy. She is so demanding. Oh yeah, he helps you hit stuff. Which I like. Because once you hit something, he'll go and farm it for you. Because he likes hitting things. All right. Little lady, you do know your house has holes in the wall, right? I don't trust him. But he becomes your best friend. He has the best story arc in most games. Starts from a bad guy that you have to beat down in in Dragon Quest Builders 1, and then all the way to being your best friend. BFFs forever, man. Get away from me, you villains! If you're gonna take me captive, at least tell me where we are and how I got here. Well, we're on an island with nothing but sand, rocks, and a few corpses to keep us company. You must have washed up here with Makina when your ship sank. Just a moment. Do I know you? Yes, I remember. You're that builder from the ship. The one who ran around grinning while those horrid monsters barked orders at you. I know you were in cahoots with them, so that means this is all your fault. Well, what are you going to do about it? Like I said, I didn't like her at first. Needy little princess. You're going to make the things we need to survive while we wait for a rescue party. Oh, well, all right. Even a rank amateur like yourself should be able to use that worn-out workbench outside to make the most basic essentials. I'm Lulu, by the way. Now, what will we need to hold out until help arrives? Let me see. See? See? Look. Look. Our first quest is Lulu's demands. Demands, not requests. Demanding. Lulu is a handful, but as a Dane and marked II, I'm used to matriarchs. Yeah. Like, you get used to her, and she kind of calms down after a while, though she declares herself the queen of this land. Married. Ah. I was like, marked. What are you marked for? Married makes more sense. I'm not this demanding as a wife. I'm not even close. Demands, throw her overboard. She already got thrown overboard. And almost put out of her misery. All right, we'll need shelter from the elements while we wait to be rescued. I'd rather not die of exposure before then. The walls must be at least 2 blocks high, and we'll need a door for getting in and out. Why not use this old shack? It's rather worse for wear, but I'm sure you can fix it. Fix the place up. You can salvage some of the decking from the wreckage. Patch up any holes. Just use those gloves of yours to pick it up. Yeah. We have no idea how long it'll take for a search party to locate us, so we'll need to find enough sustenance to tide us over until we're rescued. There's bound to be a scallywinkle or two on the seashore. They're edible as long as you give them a good grilling on the bonfire. You'll need some wood to build a fire. Luckily for us, there are plenty of pieces of driftwood and broken barrels. Yeah, collect wood, make fire, cook her scallops. And build some beds. I like how it's Malroth sleeping. Me doing all the work and Malroth sleeping. Appropriate. Now, I can't be expected to put my head down for the night on these lumpy old rocks. I need a proper bed if I'm to get my beauty sleep. I don't imagine you're capable of building 4 posters, so we shall make do with straw bedding. Place them in the room when you're done. Hey, don't start telling us what to do, bossy boots. Who made you the leader here anyways? Oh, pipe down, you Neanderthal. You don't even have the common decency to wear a proper shirt. Don't think you're impressing anyone with those oh-so-mighty muscles. Yeah. Say that again and I'll show you how mighty these muscles are. Like I said, he's the Vegeta. She's the Bulma of the party. Oh, Builder, you'll do these little favors for me, won't you? You'll save me from this savagery. Yeah, I have no choice. That's wonderful. I knew you'd do exactly as I asked. 100% Bulma. 100%. I'm a sucker. These little tasks as training exercises, if you like. Then when you become a fully fledged builder, you'll have me to thank for it. Training exercises? Who does this girl think she is? Remember what I said before about putting her out of her misery? Well, how about we put her out of our misery? Yeah, you two are destined for each other. Okay, fix the house. That girl really gives me the hump. First, she won't stop whinging. Then, the moment she wants something done, she barks out orders like we're her servants. Don't let her boss you around, okay? You're a builder at the end of the day, not her lackey. Yeah, I know she's stranded here too, but that doesn't mean you have to help her. Don't be such a soppy sad case. She's a castaway at the end of the day, same as us. You've got to look out for the number 1. That's my motto. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask. You know, you said you were a builder? Is that like something to do with a duck's nose? This builder businesses. Yeah, duck's nose. Quack, quack. Builder business is all about I'll help you, but only so I don't have to hang around with her. Have you decided which of her errands you'll do first? If it was up to me, I'd mend those walls. That was going to be my first choice, because better to have a house to put everything in first. Brand new room, right? To be honest, I blanked out the rest of her requests. Speak to her again if you need reminders. Nah, she wants a home. She wants beds. And she wants food. Oh, and the fun part with this one, when you go to person point of view, it's easier to place the block sometimes. Oops, missed. There we go. One room. Makiel, you repaired my room. What about us, Miss Priss? You sound like a seal. I have somewhere to hide in safety should monsters attack. Not bad for a base apprentice. Just so you know, a room must have a door and walls. And yeah, you've already said that. There's first person. Yep, there is first person. First person comes in real handy when you're trying to lay like a ceiling or the floor above you and stuff like that. It's nice. This game 2 made it so much easier to stack blocks than the first one did. Anyways, I'm ever so happy to have a proper place to stay, and you two are very welcome to stop by anytime you like. I am tempted to have him hunt you. But whatever. Well, she seems pretty satisfied with the new room. Right, next up is dinner. She wanted us to cook some of those scallywinkle things on a bonfire, didn't she? That's something you can do? Ba 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 ba. Recipe bonfire. What's the deal with that book? My builder book. Huh? You just invented bonfires? Now you can build one if you have enough materials? All you need to do is put together some wood and oil on that worn-out workbench. Well, if it's oil you need, I can give you some. I wrung this out of a slime that got in my way earlier. Here. What cat? Hi. What's with the mewing? All you need is wood. Yep. Pick up wood from all the broken stuff. I've been picking up wood. Yes, kitty. I hear you, kitty. I don't know what you want, kitty. It's hot as heck, and it spits and crackles. It must be a bonfire. But are you sure you know what you're doing with that? You know you're not supposed to play with fire, right? Bonfire bistro. You can use a bonfire to cook food. Select an ingredient, put it on the fire with square, and the press. That's the back of my chair, cat. Stop it. All right, let's go find her some scallywinkles. I want to ask you something. I keep hearing about making and materials and builders, but what does any of that actually mean? You smash things you find here and there to get materials which you use to make new stuff? That's what being a builder is all about? Ah, okay. I think I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what it is you guys do. How come I don't know already? Look, they might be 10 a penny where you come from. But I'm telling you, I've never met a builder before. Technically, he did. Once. He did not survive it. Alright. Well, not that I remember anyway. When I get my memory back, I'll tell you all about my blissful builder-free childhood. In the meantime, if you need a helping hand smashing stuff, he's going to help smash. Might be some knocking about nearby. Let's keep our eyes peeled and bag them all for ourselves. Do. There's one. Mash? What's that funny looking thing you've got there? Wouldn't be one of those scallywinkles that girl was jabbering on about by any chance? Well, it smells pretty fishy to me. If we ate one of them raw, we'd be chucking up chunks till the breaks of dawn. Yeah, don't eat raw seafood. Unless you know specifically it's for the purposes of eating it raw. Missed. There we go. Got it. Boo, 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 boo. So much food. Yeah, yeah. Hello, little slimy. Thank you for the oil. Picking this up while I'm out here, because we're going to need the grass for our beds. Now, just like in the first one, don't get caught awake at night. The boogeyman will come and get you. Missed. Whee! Oh, that one's so deep. Can I get it? There we go. All right, got it before I drowned. Yeah, yeah. Don't drown. Too early in the game to drown. Boop, boop, boop. We'll come back to this later. La la. Do 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 do. Okay. I think we got enough. Whee! Hello, little evil lady. Careful, Monke, the scallywinkle just fell in the fire. That must be how you cook it. So you builders can make food too, eh? It's never enough. Never. Well, I mean, it's nice when she starts actually kind of doing stuff instead of demanding stuff. Still, it'll be a little while till that scallywinkle's completely cooked. Let's go and look for some more material while we wait. Food takes a little time to cook. Just try to be patient. It'll be ready before you know it. Ba 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 da da ba, waiting for it to cook. Da da. Sniff, sniff. That aroma. Is that the smell of a succulently seared scallywinkle? I must have it. There's your scallywinkle, lady. Nom 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 nom. The scent of the seaside combines perfectly with the gravelly crunch of the sand grains. Simply irresistible. Ew. Who wants to eat sand? But you don't have to limit your culinary repertoire to scallywinkles, you know. If you see anything else that looks vaguely edible, try cooking it on a bonfire. I find a cooked meal much more filling than raw fare. And it makes me feel healthier too. Just remember that cookery is all about experimentation. Yeah. How rude of me. I just realized I never asked your names. That's because you didn't care, lady. Makiel and Malroth, you say? I know you're a builder, Makiel, but what do you do, Malroth? Well, I don't know what I do. I woke up on this island, but I can't remember anything before that. My memory is completely blank. Well, an apprentice builder and his amnesiac friend. What an unexpected partnership. Oh, we're not partners. If you think a guy like me would team up with a puny little runt like him, you must be dreaming. Speaking of dreams, I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. It's been a long, stressful day, and that seared scallywinkle has filled me up nicely. So, Makiel, how's progress going with the straw bedding I asked you to make? I'm really rather ready to hit the hay. New recipe. Straw bed. Here we go. He's got his book out again. What have you invented this time? Is that so? You reckon you can make straw bedding out of dry grass? Well, I think I saw some dry and grassy along the shore to the west. Yeah, we've already collected it. Two, three. Because there's three of us. Ba. Cook some seaweed. Boom. 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 This is wonderful, Makiel. You made a bed for me and a couple for yourselves, too. Taking a nap during the day will help to recharge our energies, and after the sun goes down, we'll be able to while away the dark and dangerous night in dreamland. I wonder what Mama and Papa would say if they knew I was rubbing shoulders with a builder on a deserted island, no less. When the children of Hargon attacked my hometown of Rippleport, my parents were caught up in the fighting. Those maniacal monsters murdered them in cold blood. So I stowed away on that accursed ship, hoping to avenge that she stowed away in prison. To avenge their death, but I was caught before I had the chance to do anything. We all know what happened next. Oh, Papa, Mama, I may be marooned on a desert island with these two lumbering lummoxes. Stop being rude, Lulu. But I shall survive. I pray that you watch over me in these trying times. Anyway, thank you both ever so much for sorting our sleeping arrangements. It's been a long, hard day. I suggest we all get some well-earned rest. Build some beds. That we have. Let's see now. You've repaired the room, sorted out the sleeping arrangements, made supper. I do believe that's everything. I must say, it's a real relief to have a builder around. What do you mean relief? You've been calling me a lumbering lummox. And you've been so rude, Lulu. I know we're stranded here, but in a weird way, I'm actually looking forward to it. I shall give you even more work to do so that you might blossom as a builder. The castaway life might be a little less luxurious than I'm accustomed to, but even so, I think this could be a fun little adventure. And as for you, Malroth, this could be the perfect opportunity to absorb a little culture, maybe even some manners. Now then, Makiel, I want you to go out at first light every morning and forage 30 scallywinkles and 50 strips of kelp. It must all be cooked by lunchtime, or I shall be cross. Yeah, I'm with you, Malroth. 30 scallywinkles and 50 kelp every day. Thought Lulu might calm down a bit once she got what she wanted, but she's just as big a pain in the neck as she was before. 100%. Still, I'm impressed. Despite all her nagging, you made everything we need to stay alive. I wish I could do what you do. Hey, Magiel, can I go at that workbench? I want to try making something myself. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that scallywinkle. Nah, we'll go. Come on. There's the table. Watching you make stuff all day, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly what to do. Watch this. Now then, what was it you do first? He's trying. Gotta give him credit for trying. Now, that's not right. Damn it! Why isn't this working? Because you hit it with a bigger hammer. Bigger hammers don't mean better hammer. Alright, you asked for it. Poor guy. What did I do wrong? It doesn't make sense. Why can't I make things? At this rate, I'll never be a builder. Ah, forget it. I thought making stuff would be all fun and games, but it's actually way harder than it looks. He does keep trying. Eventually, he does make stuff. Alright, Magiel, I'll be relying on you to build things for me from here on out. And seeing as you made all that stuff for Lulu, I think it's about time you evened things out and made something for me. One club. Oh yeah, you make armor and gear and stuff for him. That for me? What would I want a silly little old stick for? To smash things with. Not just any stick, it's an oaken club. I can use it to whack stuff. That sounds right up my alley. All right, I'll take it. Give it here. Give. There you go. This really is a club and a half. I wonder how it performs. Only one way to find out. Stand back while I give this beauty a few test swings. We're just going to ignore that he's whacking through me. I like it. No, I love it. Squishy slimes will be so much more satisfying now. And to think you made it using only the junk we found on the beach. You're amazing. Thanks, Makiel. This club is the best present anyone's ever given me, I think. Makiel, can you feel that? Some kind of evil aura. Must be coming from a monster or whatever it is. It's way more dangerous than those scrawny little slimes we saw before. This could be a good chance for you to learn a thing or two about how to fight. Just follow my lead and you'll be scrapping with the best of them in no time. Monster's somewhere down the coast to the west. Come on. All right. Oh, let me get the food. And I gotta eat. I'm at 16%. $50, $70. Oh, and you can leave the food there. It will not burn. Oh, cook. It does get nice when you have people that'll start cooking for you. There it is. Ba, ba, ba. Bye, big rat. Yeah. Whoa, what was that? When you struck your hand out just then, I got this irresistible urge to slap it. Called high five. Something friends do to celebrate a job well done. Huh, I never thought of myself as the touchy-feely type, but maybe I can make an exception for this high five malarkey. Anyway, how did you enjoy the battle? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling fitter already. Yeah, we leveled up. Malroth got stronger, and Makiel reaches level 2. Maximum hit points increase. Felt good whacking that rat, right? It's like an irritating little itch has been well and truly scratched. Don't forget you're a builder, not a fighter. If you want to stick to the construction, you can leave the monster mashing to me. Still, building does look like fun. I wish I could make stuff like you do, but I guess wanton destruction is much more my bag. Poor guy. Anyway, let's head back to the hut before Lulu steals all the bedding. She's a wily one, all right. You better make sure you sleep with one eye open tonight. Magiel, I'm glad I met you. What do you say we explore the whole island together? Just you and me. Well, let's do it tomorrow. I'm about to conk out any second now. Yeah. Time to hit the hay, resting in the bed. During the daytime will restore your health, but climb into bed at night and you'll go straight to sleep and wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning, and you don't have to fight the bedtime ghosts who really do kick your butt. Boo. Here we go. Aw, those two are sleeping next to each other. That's so cute. Ba, 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 ba. Good morning, you two. I hope you slept soundly because our new life as castaways officially begins today. Your first mission is to collect some kelp for breakfast from the What is it, Lulu? A monster? It's my scallywinkle. It's disappeared. What? All right, Malroth, own up. I know it was you. I purposely ate half of that seared scallywinkle last night so I could have the rest for breakfast. Give it back this instant. What are you wittering on about? I haven't touched your manky half-munched mollusk. Huh? Adora, what's going on this time? Hey, you two. You're gonna want to see this. Yeah. Little glowy hammer dude. Aha! There's the culprit. That monster must be the one who snuffled my scallywinkle. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Gonna mac. Yeah, boom. Ooh, these people scares. Whoa, it just took down the whole cliff. And are those steps? Oh, ho, ho. This way, young whippersnappers. That floating freak can't seriously expect us to follow it, can it? On second thought, maybe it'd be able to tell us something about this island. Okay, let's get after that monster. Got some questions that need answering. Yeah, give me my scallywinkle first. boop, 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 ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Boop, boop, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Oh, that's right. I need hammer. Boop, 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 ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Ho, 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 this way. Quick, quick, quick now. We're gonna get you. Oh. Stay where you are, you freaky foggy. I don't like this one bit. That mad old monster even made the sky turn a funny color. Who cares about the stupid sky? I want my breakfast. You two are going to jolly well help me get it back. You know, I could just give you a new one. Temple life is the spice of life. This way, kitty winkles. Nearly there. He's leading us on a wild goose chase. Down that horrid hammerhood. Does that horrid hammerhood expect us to follow him all the way to the top of the mountain? Yes. Yes, he does. Will we? Yes. Yes, we will. I'm gonna mute for a second. I gotta take my vitamins. Okay. Vitamins have been taken. Well, and the ones under my tongue. It's wonderful being anemic. Whoa! Yep, cute little temple. What's a place like this doing on a desert island? I really think the desert needed to be deserted. Come on, Makiel, the hammerhood just up ahead. Let's make it spill the beans on all the island secrets. There's no escape now, you sneaky scallywinkle swindler. Just hand over the buy valve and no one gets hurt. Also, props to the game for using words that most people would never have used in a sentence. Surely a noble lady can permit a hungry hammerhead her half-snarfed leftovers. I'll tolerate no excuses. Stealing is stealing. No ifs or buts about it. Makiel, search that scallywinkle, especially for me. Now give it back, you horrible, hoary, hairy hermit. Oh yes, Makiel. It just so happens that I've been waiting for a builder to rock up here for a very long time indeed. Wait, how do you know he's a builder? Oh, you're an observant one, aren't you? Why, the very reason I pinched that Scrumptious scallywinkle was to lure your fine friend up here. Look around you, Makiel. This temple has lain in this sorry state for longer than I can recall. If you are the builder I believe you to be, then perhaps you can fix it. Everything you need to rebuild the temple is right here in these chests. But a fresh-faced builder like you might find the going difficult without a blueprint or a guide. Come back here, you conniving old codger. You think we're going to fix your house for free? You've got another thing coming. And anyways, what's a blueprint? A blueprint tells me what to build and where the things go. Da da. Makiel draws out the mountaintop temple blueprint. Need masonry walls and braziers. Makiel, why did you draw out all these lines on the ground? Is this one of those blueprints the Hammerhood was telling us about? Gosh, you've never even been here before, but you were able to draw up a design for the mountaintop temple. That's incredible. Now all you have to do is build it. Make sure you follow the blueprint to the block now. That old loony was telling the truth. Those chests should contain everything you need to finish the job. It looks like all you need to do is place the masonry wall blocks in squares and put a brazier on top of each one. Use your gloves to move them if you make a mistake. Yep. Okay. Keep one eye on the blueprint and you can't go wrong. Pressing the big button in the middle of my PlayStation controller will bring up what the blueprint looks like. So, like this. And that shows me where things should be placed. Got masonry wall blocks. And braziers. Bum 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 bum. And if you get it right, it does that little poof with blue. Bum 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 bum. Boom. Boop, 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 boop. The arrows mean that if you wanted to keep stacking, that's the direction they would keep stacking in. Like I said, first person point of view makes it nicer for when you're doing big builds. Good work, Makiel. You finished the blueprint. And you didn't even break a sweat. I think I'll have you build me a palace next. Yeah, lady. Later. Castle parts come later. Answer me one thing, though. How did you come up with that blueprint in the first place? Wait, I think I know the answer. That big book on your back has everything you need to know to be a builder written inside. You're busted now, Makiel. The secret's out. So you may as well let me read it. Huh? You won't? Why not? Is something the matter, Makiel? You've gone all red. Wait, you don't have a mucky magazine sandwiched between the pages, do you? Muckiness doesn't matter to me. A quick wipe down with a cloth. And it'll be good as... Yeah, no. All of us adults knows exactly what he's talking about. Ho, ho, ho. You finished repairing the temple. I see. I knew you wouldn't let me down. All it took was a glance and you drew up that blueprint as quick as a flash. You're the real deal, Machiel, a builder born and bred. As a thank you for your hard work, I'd like to give you a little present. Here, you deserve it for the cracking job you did. Got my hammer. Hammer time. Ba-ba-ba. A silly old hammer. I thought you were going to give me back my breakfast. That's a giant mallet, an indispensable item in the tool kit of any self-respecting builder. With that hammer in your hand, you can break blocks you couldn't before and gather even more materials. I also have another corking gift for you, Machiel. I'm sure you'll like this one. I give you this island. All of it. Every last block. What? You're giving him this entire island? All he did was repair the temple. What? Don't stop meowing at me. This world was once home to a legendary builder. They came to this island, the Island of Awakening, and sought to turn it into their very own piece of paradise. Yes, I hear you. I don't know. You have water. You have food. You have bedding. What do you want? Ay. Yep. Each of those different zones is going to be a different land we go to. And each one of those plaques is a bunch of quests we need to fulfill for that section. Long have I awaited for another builder to come, one who can bring life back to this barren land, block by block. And you want Machiel here to do all the hard work? We don't even know what we're supposed to build. And we don't know who you are either. I bet this island isn't even yours to give away. It certainly is mine. I'll have you know I'm the guardian spirit of this island, and what I say goes. Yeah, hairy hermit. Well, it looks like you've just become the proud owner of a private island, Machiel. Are you gonna take the offer? If you do accept, would you mind if I stayed here? I don't really have anywhere else to go. Look at her being all nice now that I'm a property owner. Oh, I'll stick around too, at least until I've got my memory back. I mean, if that's okay with you. What do you say, Machiel? Will you take the island? It's a stonking good offer. Yeah, I'll take the island. I just knew you'd make the right choice. Hello, cute boys. Hi, Next D the Sloth. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the compliment on my voice. Now we can begin work on Lulutopia. The first thing I want is a palace. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, Lulutopia. You don't get to name my land, lady. You're being allowed to live here. It's my island. Today we established Malroth's Empire of Evisceration. Right, Machiel? And she can be our first sacrifice. How about something in the middle? No sacrifices. Ho, ho, ho. You young upstarts, this island belongs to Machiel now. You should leave big decisions like these up to him. That's right. My island. Now, Machiel, you must be itching to try out that giant mallet of yours. Come up and see if you can break this wall behind me. There's an absolutely smashing treasure back there that I think you'll be very interested in. Okay, the hammers are perfect for bashing hard blocks. Press R2 once for a single strike, are press and hold to hit continuously. You can switch tools anytime by pressing X. Let's get out of first person. So, glove, hammer. Like I said, you can hold, and he just keeps hitting. You call that treasure, it just looks like a tatty old notice board to me. It may seem ordinary to the untrained eye, but that notice board is in fact a portal through which a builder may peek into other dimensions. Basically, it's how you can see other people's islands. I'll explain more later. For now, just peer into the portal and marvel at all the knockout things you see. The notice board is where builders go to share their favorite snaps. Use it when you want to show off or need a spark of inspiration. You must be connected to the network to access the notice board. Yes, congratulations. You used the litter box. I hear you, baby. And these are pictures people have taken of their islands. Oh, the turtle's cute. Oh ho ho, did you like what you saw, youngins? Oh yes, I saw the most wonderful photographs, and there were so many of them. I hope Monke takes the time to snap a few himself. I can be his model. Yeah, you're not going to be my model, Lulu. Oh ho ho, you youngins, enjoy yourselves. Come and find me when you're done. I'll be waiting right over here. Okay, so, yep, options. Triangle to enter snapshot mode, and you can store up to 99 snaps in your album, which can be accessed from your miscellaneous submenu. So, boom, boom, boom. This is how we view the whole map. So from here, snapshot. Woo! Do 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 do. Now you can take pictures. Yep. What? Cat. Oi! What? What? You have food. You have water. Oi. Kitty. I see you, kitty kitty. You have food and water. You're not getting any more food and water. You have a full bowl right there. I filled it for you. Look, you've got 3 window chairs, food and water. You gonna make up your mind, cat? Do I need to hold you up so you can mew and purr into my microphone? Is that what this is? Okay, cat. Oh, I didn't think you'd want picked up. You've had food. Come on. You want to go on the microphone? You gotta come here, baby. No, you don't want to be picked up. I didn't think you wanted to be picked up. Is this you wanting catnip? No, you just want to look at me funny. I have a game to play. Stream to finish. What, baby? No, you're an old lady. done. Do some couple knockouts. That satisfies you. You think she's spoiled? Okay. Which I can't see you making much progress on that anytime soon. There's one rather big stumbling block that's getting in the way. This island, there are hardly any raw materials. Yep, because we're going to go somewhere else and get raw materials. Little lassie, there's only one way to get your hands on the materials you need to track them down elsewhere and bring them back here. Young damsel pointed out this island is more of a little lacking in useful materials. Yep. We're about to go to a new island. I'm not going to read all of this thing. So, yeah. So, just like in the first one, you go from place to place, and you're going to fix it up, and it's going to unlock new stuff, and then you bring it back here. While you're away on the other islands, you can't come back here. So at the end, you come here with people. Without a ship, ho, a top-notch question indeed. Yep, and we're gonna get a ship. You're just winging this, aren't you? You don't have a clue. She's standing on the fire. She kind of deserves it. Ho, a ship. Whoever would have thought it? You're doing this on purpose now. All right, out with it. Who are you really? And you can cut all that guardian spirit rubbish. Well, to tell you the truth, I can't remember who I am. Got a funny feeling that it will all come right back to me if I watch Makina work his building magic. Yep. New destination added. Let's go capture our ship. And I believe the only stuff that comes with us is my tools. Oh, fall damage. Ouch. Whee! Hello, sir. Ahoy there, me briny bilge ratch. I haven't seen any other humans for fathoms. The name's Brownbeard. I was painting the ocean blue on my bee's knees when I sailed right into the path of one of the children of Hargon slave ships. I managed to avoid him, but only by steering into a terrible storm. By the time I realized that me map was back to front, I was already stuck in a coffee stain. I tried to turn back. Yeah, you're a horrible captain. He's a good captain. So what's your story? How did ye swab deckers get here? My name is Lulu, and this is the kingdom of Lulutopia. No, it's not. At least it will be when Makina here is finished with it. Lulutopia, huh? Sounds like a lovely place for land lovers like yourselves. Aye, and a safe haven for a salted old sea dog like me. Goddess only knows what would have become of me if I hadn't sloshed up on these shores. Goddess only knows what this guy's talking about. Tell you what, if you let me stick around, I'll be your chauffeur. I'll ship ye off to any island. Yep. He's our way to and fro. And he holds our materials while we're out on different islands. Ooh, it seems everything is dropping into place. Fine Captain will take you to the nearby islands where I'm sure you'll find plenty of materials. He also later will take you to other players' islands. In that case, you should first visit Foro Fields, an island to the east famed for its fertile fields and fruitful farms. The island is home to a young lass with a bright future in farming and a dashing dandy with a bushy beard. They should be able to help your cause. I'll mark it on the Captain Brownbeard's map. And then we sail away. Ba 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 ba.